Hello YouTube again, and today we're going to look back at this thing, which is my solar power system, which I had set up about 4 months ago. Since then, I haven't really modified it in any major way, and I've just let it keep going for the duration of the time. So hopefully the battery should still be charged. The only major thing that I've done to it was I have removed this panel just because it fell off and I didn't really have time to put it back up. So I'll put that back up while we're doing this. So while we're doing this, that panel should be going back up, giving us the extra 5 watts, which it should generate. Also, I still have this, which is the plug that goes into the power output. This is again 12 volts. For those of you who have not seen that video where I depicted making this extension. From here it goes to a charger, and I have used this to charge phones and stuff, but since it's winter right now, this hasn't been making a whole large amount of power, allowing me to do anything really major besides that. It should have been keeping that battery charged, or at least from these lights. Often for a couple minutes of the day it'll go to high power and then charging and then turn off at the end of the day. So hopefully this has been making more power. We can check that right now. So we have our multimeter right here. I eventually should connect up an actual meter to this hardwired in here. Maybe I could put a multimeter on this board. This is the board which used to be on the table that is over there. I've been doing some changes to this room, so that's why. I want to use this board just for meters for this whole system right here. This masking tape has just been here holding this charge controller here. Since I made this system, we can hopefully do some arrangements to that, but maybe we'll do that in the spring when we can actually generate more power. So we have 14 volts. This should be pretty good we're getting out of here, but this is obviously output. So let's actually open this up and see what our power is inside. Okay, so this is the output. So let's just disconnect it from the output. Now the power and the batteries are now separated. You can open this up and see what's going on. Now all power is disconnected from the charge controllers, so we can just look at the battery. This battery has been sitting here for a very long time, so hopefully it should still be charged and it shouldn't have discharged quite a bit or at all. Yes, we have 14 volts, so yes, I have proved that this solar panel setup can charge this battery. But there is kind of a problem with this, but there's still a problem. There's still a problem with this wiring, however. This is very poorly made wiring. You see here is we needed an extension to go from the hub, which we have here, to the charge controller, and I had to make that just using whatever spare leads that I had lying around. And it works fine, I guess, but I'd like to make something a little bit better. Maybe we could do that. For I'm not going to actually buy anything new to make this, but I do have this other power socket thing, which I just found lying around that I had. And here's a piece of wire that I also have. They seem to be about the same gauge. Otherwise, there's not very much power going through this anyway. And we could just maybe get rid of this big wire and just cut this off at these wires and make a little extension cable that's actually nicely made. But for now, let's put this 5-watt panel back where it belongs, up on the wall. You see right there, it shouldn't even need very much support at all. And this, yeah, after a while, this tape just completely disintegrates. So we'll use some duct tape. So let's put everything back where it went, and to do that, let's just put everything back where it went, and let's just start with reconnecting this battery. And it is connected again. I can leave these on for months at a time, so I'm not too worried about the alligator boots disconnecting again. Again, I don't want to really connect this charge controller permanently to the battery box. I want to put it up on the wall. But for now, let's just tape either end down to the box again. Duct tape is not a permanent solution for anything, but it is good when you don't want to do stuff, which is now. We have this thing again. The wiring is bad, but it lasted for this long. So I don't really see any need of fixing it at this moment, just because I do not have the proper amount of heat shrink tubing to make an actual cable. And we can put this thing back where it was, connect the output again. And everything now is neatly situated back where it should go. Again, my plans to do with this thing is mount the meters up on the wall over there with full pen port. But for now, let's try showing this in action by charging my phone with this. I actually got this charging cable at the dollar store, if anyone cared about that. But to use this, again, I can mount this on a wall, but I didn't really do that for right now. I can mount this on a wall, but I didn't really do that right now just because I don't really want to make this that permanent of the thing. And to make this work, we just plug it in. And let's snake it over to this other side because I don't want to put any stress on the cable. So as you can see, we are making power. And we can connect the USB cord to this end of the line and hook it up to my phone. My phone actually has a dead battery right now just because it's really old and it doesn't like turning off the screen. So we're plugged in and we should be charging. Yeah, we're at 8%. So let's just leave that there and come back when we actually have a modification which we are going to do to the system. That should be the end of this video though.